Welcome to this brief demonstration of some of the changes you can expect to see in the UD2 upgrade of NextGen that is scheduled for January 23rd and 24th of 2016. I strongly advise you to log into the test system and check out some of these changes yourselves before the implementation. The biggest change you'll notice is in the inbox. Now you'll be able to access tasking, appointments, and the provider approval queue all from one screen. Your tasks will show up in the task window, and if you'll notice, you may now see the message without opening it or accepting it. However, if you do decide to work this task, please accept it as soon as possible, especially if you are a member of a group. Otherwise, you could have several people working on the same task at the same time. The buttons for working the tasks are at the bottom. I can create a new task. I click on the recipients and I can search for the person I want to send it to. Highlight and add them to the task. Send the task and it's gone. If I want to reply to a task, all I have to do is click on the reply button. Send the task back, and it goes back to the original sender. You'll also notice there's a reject button. Please do not use the reject button because all it does is remove the task from your queue. It does not notify the sender that you have rejected the task. You can use the remove button to remove a button from your queue, but only if it's one that you have accepted and completed. Another feature is I can look at the patient's chart without having to close the inbox and go to the chart. I can look at their allergies, their problems, diagnoses, and medications that they're on, all from the inbox. Appointments shows your appointment window. If I want to look at multiple providers, I can do that. If I want to see them in a multi-view display, much like you notice in EPM, I just click on multi-view. Or I can go back to daily and look at just my own. If you'll notice, no matter who I have checked or what date I'm on, the appointment display to the left of the screen shows today's appointments. It shows their status and whatever room they may be in if those fields are updated. The provider approval queue is very similar to the way it looks now, except that accept, reassign, and to do buttons are at the bottom of the screen. That's really the only difference you'll notice there. The other difference that you'll see is in the alert button. Go to a different patient first. I can now hover over the alert button and see whatever alerts have been added for that patient. I can go in and open it up and add alerts, remove alerts, any alert I may check on. I can show it in red and bold, or I can require an acknowledgement from the provider only or from all users. You want to be very careful with this one and only use it if you definitely want the provider or everyone to acknowledge that they have seen that. I'll show you how that works. Once I can also enter any comments save and close. And this is what happens. Anytime someone accesses this patient, it's going to open oops, I just accessed her. It's going to open the chart and require an acknowledgement from the provider or every user, depending on which you've chosen, to acknowledge that they saw that alert. Those are the two major differences in the UD2 upgrade. Please check it out in the test system and let us know if you run into any problems. Thank you very much for your time.